So just a few minutes ago, things didn't look too good for the Israelites, did they? Just a few minutes ago, Pharaoh's army had them cornered. Pharaoh had them trapped. Okay, there was water to the west, there were Egyptians to the east, and they had nowhere to go. They had no escape. But you see, what Pharaoh didn't know, and what the Israelites were about to find out, was that even though Pharaoh had them cornered, God had them surrounded. You see, it says it in the text. There was a cloud. God's Spirit was in front of them, and God's Spirit moved behind them, and then God drove the waters back on their right and on their left. You see, even though it looked like game over, even though it looked like Pharaoh had them cornered, God actually had his people surrounded the whole time. What I'm hoping you're going to be encouraged by today is that you may have walked in here and you feel as though there are obstacles in your life that have you cornered, right? There are difficulties, there are temptations, there are fears, there are circumstances that have you cornered. Failing grades have you cornered. Your family's financial situation, your mental health, your parents' divorce. I don't know exactly what it is, but what I do know is that life may have you cornered, but God has you surrounded. Even when it feels like there's no escape, even when it feels like life has us trapped, God has us surrounded. And it doesn't matter. When God has you surrounded on every side, it actually doesn't matter what has you cornered. Because when God has you surrounded on every side, you can be standing in the middle of a raging sea and you're still walking on dry ground. When God has you surrounded on every side, you can be in a boat that is being tossed by a giant storm and God is walking to you on the water. When God has you surrounded on every side, they can throw you in a fiery furnace, but you won't even be burned by it when you walk back out. Life, it beats us up sometimes. But even when it feels like we're cornered, God has us surrounded.